Jesse, may I come in?
One second. Is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine with me. Are you okay? I mean, you've been holed up in there for hours. What are you doing?
Sorry to interrupt.
Then don't.
What do you want, David?
The gentleman you were speaking to, did he happen to mention his name?
Dr. Truman, Spencer.
Really? Did Dr. Truman mention where he might be going?
Why are you so interested in it?
Notes on fiber optic tracheal intubation versus nasal flexible fiber optic intubation in regard to emergent case Jack Manning, 2005. Cup of coffee.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh, wait, here. Oh my
Not that bad.
No. Oh, wait, let me just, I'm so sorry. I guess I'm jumpy enough without the caffeine, right?
Yeah, well, caffeine, of course, actually pharmacologically speaking, does belong to a group of alkaloids, brain-stimulating alkaloids called methylxanthines. And of course, the overall effects of the bean are still widely debated.
You're writing a book?
Already did. Of course, I can't say that I always practice what I preach. Spencer Truman.
Michael, hey, where's Marcy?
She's having dinner with her agent.
You know where they went?
No, she didn't say.
What's wrong, John?
The arrow that nearly killed you, it and the crossbow that shot it were purchased on the internet by Hayes Barber.
Hayes, what is the matter with you? I mean, you sound like you want these murders to keep happening.
No, Marcy, listen to...
No, okay? No, you listen to me. This sicko killed 3 people. 2 of them were my friends, and there is no way that I'm going to take advantage of their deaths to sell more books.
Yes, I'm making you a star, and that makes me a star. I have prize-winning authors banging down my door, begging me to represent them. Do you know how long I've waited for an opportunity like this?
Do you even care? Do you? Do you even care how your big opportunity happened?
Yeah, I made it happen.
Oh.
I'm an idea guy. You know, sometimes a great idea knocks on the door. Sometimes you have to invent it. But when I find one, I run with it until it pays off.
Oh, and as long as there's a killer on the loose, it's paying off big time. So you're okay with it? You know, maybe the killer should just hit you up for half of your commission, seeing as you two work so well together.
John, are you saying that Marcy's agent could be...
I need to find him now, Mike.
Well, they didn't say where they were going. Marcy just told me that she was going to dinner with her agent. John, she could be in danger.
Call herself. Find out exactly where she is.
And if she's still with Barber. Okay? It's McBain. I need to get a search warrant for the premise and property of Hayes Barber.
That was a cheap shot.
No. No, it wasn't. Because you just said that this lunatic is the best thing that ever happened to
You
you.
misunderstood. I'm a peaceful guy. Marcy, I want these murders to stop as much as you do.
I'm not hungry anymore.
No, Marcy, look, I'm sorry. We got off on the wrong foot tonight. Look, you have to know that I have your best interests at heart. You're my best client, my favorite client.
Please, Hayes, I don't want to hear anything
Look,
else.
I've come up with some new ideas for promoting your book. Why don't we go back to my place and I'll show you what I've been thinking.
I think that I just want to go home.
And beat yourself up over what happened to Julian Hudson? Marcy, what good is that gonna do? You have to keep busy.
You have no idea what I need.
Okay, it's not gonna take long.
It's Michael. Hi.
Where are you?
I'm with Hayes. I thought I told you we were having dinner.
Where are you having dinner?
I'm at the palace, but he wants me to go back to his place with him to...
No, don't go anywhere with him, okay?
Why not?
No reason, John. Just wants to ask him some questions, but don't mention it to Hayes.
What's going on?
Just stay there, okay?
Okay.
Trouble? You ready to go?
No.
Marcy, what's going on now?
I forgot that I'm supposed to meet Michael here when we're done.
Marcy, what's going on? What was that call really about?
I was admiring Dr. Truman's suit, and he appeared to be about the same size as me. Most men in Landview are shorter than I am. Isn't that right, Kevin? I thought maybe I'd ask Dr. Truman if he knew of a good local tailor.
Should try his room.
He's staying here?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey! Mom's packing like a fiend at home. She says you're going to Paris.
Yes. Right now is a very good time for her to get away.
So romantic. I'm really glad you guys are back together.
Thanks. It's good to see you.
Hey, you want to join us?
Oh, no, I was actually looking for Renee, but she's not here.
Yeah, we were looking for her too earlier, but I don't know where she is.
I haven't heard from Duke either.
Is something wrong?
No, I was just hoping he'd call after he took off the way he did.
Took off where?
I don't know. We were just hanging out, and all of a sudden he said he had this business thing and just left. I was assuming it had something to do with your family.
Well, it could be BE. He's been handling a lot of things since Ace has been gone.
I have a sneaking suspicion Ace is the problem.
Is Jose the Giant really necessary?
Please, can't you wait outside?
I mean, and is there any working phone in this place?
The security is very tight here.
I mean, you trying to keep the bad guys from getting in or me from getting out?
Relax, dude. You're not a prisoner. This is your home.
No, this is not my home. Landview is my home and yours. I mean, Renee, aren't you worried about the hotel back home?
Please, let's don't talk about this.
Do you see what you're doing to her, Grandpa? Let's take her home.
Not just yet.
Grandpa, the kidnapping charges against you, they're not gonna magically just disappear, okay? Now, are you planning on staying here forever?
I just wish to hell that I never laid eyes on that she-devil Blair Kramer.
Yeah, well, I'm sure the feeling is mutual. But what you did to her was horrible, Grandpa. I mean, you found Blair, you had a chance to put things right, but you went the other way.
Yes. And what's done is done.
Well, you know what? I'm not staying, okay? I am going home.
Sorry, Duke. I can't let you do that.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you.
Wow, your hair.
Oh, yeah, I had a cut this afternoon. I thought I needed a change, something to make me feel a little bit better.
Oh, looks great.
Thank you. So, what were you doing?
I just, was reading.
Anything good?
Just research for a story I'm doing. How's Matthew?
Oh, Matthew. Oh, baby, he's sleeping finally.
Poor little guy.
I know.
Things are tough enough for adults, but for a kid.
Well, thank God that Bo and Nora will get him the help that he needs, and children are resilient. Even grown-up children. I know that you're still upset over Antonio losing custody of Jamie, darling.
It's just unfair, Mom. He's a terrific father, and he's just such a wonderful man. He's been really patient with me.
As you have been with him.
Yeah, but that's different. I'm just kind of mixed up these days.
Honey, that's really understandable, though. You've had a devastating year, and the wounds are all still very fresh.
It's over. I'm fine.
Oh, no, you are not fine. I know that something is bothering you.
Well, I'm concerned about your health, Mom. I mean, if I ever lost you...
Hey, don't go there. No, don't even go there.
You're not well, Mom.
Okay, no. I have good days and I have bad days. But the doctors have assured me that if I take it easy, I will be fine.
When have you ever taken it easy?
Well, actually, I have to now. Because if I'm not taking it easy, my heart tells me, I'm really, really glad you got this. This looks so nice and fresh and beautiful. earth are you doing with this?
Well, I told you that I was doing research for a story.
On DID? And why were you hiding it?
I just didn't want to bring up any bad memories, that's all.
Oh, because I'm supposed to avoid undue stress. Well, that's very sweet, darling, but let me tell you something. It's not stressful for me to think about the past because it is precisely that, the past.
Can we just talk about something else?
Sure. Okay. Let's talk about your article.
Mom.
Honey, I'm the editor at the newspaper. You're going to have to pitch that story to me sooner or later. So tell me, what's the angle? What made you decide to write about DID all of a sudden?
Actually, it was, Daniel Coulson. I was thinking about how he led 2 separate lives, and that led me to thinking about, you know, the most dramatic manifestation of that, multiple personality disorder.
So, would you like some help on it?
Really?
Yeah. Honey, I've read, I would think, every single thing there is to read on the subject, and I'm kind of qualify as a primary source. What would you like to know?
What happens if, an alter, let's say a bad one, takes over the body for good?
I'm not gonna just sit around here while Marcy's out there with some serial killer.
John told us to stay put.
Yeah, and you always do what he tells you to, right? Like going out there and setting yourself up as a decoy for this psycho killer when he told you not to?
Well, I had to do something. You know, I hate seeing this whole town live in fear, waiting to see who the next victim's gonna be.
Yeah, that, and you wanted to impress my brother. So, it worked?
Well, because of me, John got the killer's arrow, which he was able to trace back to Hayes.
Yeah, but did you get anything from my brother?
Yes. He was forced to admit to me how he really feels.
What are you talking about?
Forget it.
No, Natalie, finish what you started.
He was scared. So he grabbed me by the shoulders and he told me that he couldn't lose someone else that he loved.
And you took that to mean?
Okay, I saw the look in his eyes, Michael. I don't want to have this conversation with you.
Yeah, neither do I.
So you think I'm deluded?
I think that if Evangeline had almost lost her life, that John would have said the exact same thing to her. I'm sorry, but I'm rooting for John and Evangeline.
Shut up, Michael.
John and Evangeline are good for each other. But that doesn't mean that I want to see them end up together because you turned up dead.
Here you go.
Oh, you didn't have to do this.
That's all right. I needed an excuse to avoid work anyway.
What do you do?
Surgeon. Giving a series of lectures over at Landview Hospital.
Well, that's convenient since I almost put you in the burn unit.
Well, you still haven't told me your name. Just, in case I decide to sue you.
Good luck with that.
Evangeline Williamson, Esquire. A lawyer, huh? Well, hey, it looks like this Coulson guy's gonna need a good lawyer.
Oh, I wouldn't go near that case. No, his wife is a very good friend of mine, Nora Buchanan.
Oh, another Buchanan. I just met Kevin and Kelly over at the Palace.
Yeah, the Buchanans have their hand in everything around here. Kevin Buchanan was lieutenant governor before Daniel. Bo Buchanan is the police commissioner, and Asa Buchanan, currently AWOL, is a force to be reckoned with.
Sounds like an interesting bunch.
And then some. Don't let the size of this town fool you. There are a lot of interesting people in Landview.
All right, Spencer. Let's see what you're up to.
Duke left voluntarily, so he's not a missing person. We don't know if Ace is involved yet.
That's true.
Yeah, I think we should wait until we hear from some of my people. Keep the lines open in case Duke tries to get in touch with us.
Well, he'll call. He's way too crazy about you to leave you alone for very long.
Tell you what, if Grandpa dragged my son into something dangerous, kidnapping charge is gonna be the least of his problems.
You know, I cannot believe I'm a prisoner here.
You can leave, Duke, as soon as I'm damn sure you're not gonna shoot off your mouth to anybody about where I am.
Asa, he is not going to turn you in. He came down here because he thought I was being kidnapped.
I mean, the fact that you had to resort to kidnapping your wife.
Duke has proved to be an honest man. If he tells you, promises you that he's not going to turn you in, he will not turn you in.
What do you say, Duke? Is that right?
I can't promise I'm not going to tell Uncle Bo and Dad where you are. So if that means I have to stay here until you come to your senses, then so be it.
Let him go. He can't go anywhere. There's nothing but scrub for about 15 miles.
Asa, just let Duke go home. Even if he tells Bo that you're in Argentina.
Wait a minute, Renee. This has nothing to do with the kidnapping. I have an army of lawyers who can get me out of that.
Well, then what are we doing down here in the absolute middle of nowhere?
I got a surprise. I'm down here working on a plan for our future. It's gonna be bright. Look at me. Blinding. You can be sure of that. You sweetheart.
Will you call if you hear anything at all?
Of course he will.
If you promise to do the same.
Sorry. Hello?
Are you alone?
Not right now.
Okay, you cannot tell anyone about this call, okay? It's very, very important for everyone's safety.
No problem. So, how are you?
Shoot, all right, I gotta go. I don't know when I can call you, okay?
Was that Duke?
It was, wasn't it? What'd he say?
Why would I lie to you? Hayes, I really am. I'm really meeting Michael, okay? You got me so... Look, the bottom line is I don't feel comfortable going back to your place with you alone, okay?
Fine. We don't have to do this right now if it doesn't feel right.
No, it doesn't feel right.
We'll do it tomorrow or the day after.
You're not leaving, are you?
What's going on?
I'd like you to come on down to the station.
Am I under arrest?
Marcy, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
What part of stay at the station didn't you two understand?
Can anybody tell me what's going on here?
I'm taking you in for questioning in connection with the Killing Club murders.
'68 Margot. 69, of course. Planning on sticking around for a while. But what for? And why?
Well, I don't want to keep you from your work. Thanks for the coffee.
Thanks for the company.
How long are you staying in Landview?
I don't know. Not sure yet.
Well, maybe we'll run into each other again.
It's really nice meeting you. And I'll be sure to give you a call if I ever end up in any trouble with the law.
If you do, you'll meet my boyfriend.
Oh, district attorney?
Cop. Chief of detectives, actually, John McBain. Anyway, I'm so sorry about the...
Oh, it's forgotten. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Take care.
Bye. Spain. Wonder if he's any relation to... Nah. Couldn't be.
Hayes Barber. Name seems strangely made up. So what's a fancy guy like you doing with crossbow arrows in the trunk of your car?
My attorney's on his way. Until he gets here, I'm not obligated to tell you anything but my name and address.
You know, I've never been one for protocol. You shouldn't be either. Where were you tonight?
At the Palace with Marcy.
Before that?
Driving around?
Driving around, that's it? You stop anywhere? You talk to anyone?
I don't know, probably. I wasn't taking names.
You know, we found some very interesting things in your car. Let's see. We got a gas can, like the one used in the Prescott murder. Same caliber bullets used to shoot out Julie Tanaka's tire. We got a saw, strong enough to cut through the gas line at Marcy's house. And of course, an arrow belonging to a crossbow purchased by you on the internet. If you want to have a prayer of saving yourself, I'd start talking right now.
Honey, every case of DID is different, okay? It depends on the person, the triggers, the situation. And you can't really ever predict what an alter is going to do. What causes them to come out, you know, what causes them to go away. And as far as an alter taking over for good, that really depends on the strength of the person. That's what's so awful about DID. It's a complete loss of control, and it's terrifying. It's hell on earth.
So the other personalities, are they always triggered from a trauma?
Alters are created when something so painful happens to the victim that they can't deal with it, and so they split to escape from that pain. And really the only way to heal, to, as they call it, become one with the alters, is to confront the original event and deal with it. And some people would really rather be ruled by their, well, they call them darker personalities, the alters. They would rather do that than face the pain that caused them to escape into that world to begin with.
So, like Nikki Smith?
Well, Nikki and Tommy, Tori, and Jean, all of them.
How did you become strong enough to win?
I guess it was a combination of things. I had a wonderful doctor. I had a great deal of help in therapy. And I was finally able to confront the cause for my alters, which was devastating. But somehow I got through it. You know, I think you never really know how strong you are until you're tested. I wish to God I'd been strong enough in the beginning to stop them from ever coming out. Because they did such evil, awful things to my family.
Back then, when you went to sleep, were you ever afraid that Nikki would come out before you woke up?
Yeah. Once I knew about the alters. But, honey, you have to understand, I didn't know they existed for years and years and years. If I had known, I would have done everything in my power to stop them from coming out because they hurt the people that I loved. I thank God I finally made peace with them all. And as I said, I had wonderful doctors, but I think ultimately what made me whole was love.
You mean Ben?
Yeah. The last time that Nikki came out, it was Ben who brought me back. And that was for good. His love saved my life, you know. Was that helpful?
More than you know.
Good. I'm going to go to bed.
Thank you.
And I would very much like to see a draft of the article when it's finished, okay?
Sure.
Darling, you don't have to hide things from me. I can handle it. Love you.
Antonio. Yeah, everything's fine. I just was calling to say goodnight and tell you that I love you. Yeah, I know you do. Good night. God. Was our love strong enough to get us through this?
Even a prisoner gets a phone call.
You brought this on yourself, Duke. You had to cowboy up, follow Renee down here.
I thought she was in danger.
You understand family. You would risk your own neck for any one of us.
Yeah, but I still can't leave.
Look, Duke, Blair is back with her family. She's safe and sound. Asa did no irreparable harm.
Yeah, not for lack of trying.
And he is not entirely at fault. Blair and Todd did some very terrible things to Asa, but that is all in the past now. Asa is not going to harm anyone anymore. I will vouch for that myself. Please, just promise that you will not turn him in.
You have my word, Duke. Just like I have yours.
Okay, all right, look. It's late. Let's talk about this in the morning when we've all had some rest.
It's a good idea, but I will have my say.
Oh, Renee. That boy's a Buchanan. He may not realize it now, but if he sticks around here long enough, he's gonna find out what it really means.
That was Duke who called.
Where is he?
Ultraviolet.
I thought you said he left town.
I know. I'm sorry I worried you. We had a fight, a bad one, and when he said that he was leaving for a few days, I totally overreacted.
Oh, honey, don't worry about it. It happens to everyone. Go make up with him.
Thanks.
Well, I'm glad that's settled.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, come on. You saw how excited she was. Besides, Adriana is a horrible liar.
Even so, not calling off the dogs just yet.
Hi, I'd like an international operator, please. Yeah, I got a call from a 5411. What country is that? Thanks. Duke's in Argentina. Okay, what now? What would my mother do?
So, how did you guys wind up together?
Oh, I was waiting at the police station when her and John got back.
Oh.
Yeah, I got this nasty cut on my head, and Michael had to fix me up.
Yeah, I'd feel a lot better if you'd let me take you to the hospital and stitch that up, though.
Okay, I'm fine. Anyway, your bedside manner is just so wonderful. I gotta get back to the station, so I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
See ya.
So, you said that Natalie's experience wasn't so awful.
Well, she helped John catch Hayes, and so she kind of ended up a hero.
It's a good thing, you know, that you were there to fix her cut for her.
Yeah, well, it's no big deal.
Yeah, you've been running into each other a lot lately, though, right?
Yeah. You know, it's funny. I didn't like her. We didn't like each other. Well, it's sort of like we're friends.
You're friends like you and I are friends? And you mean you feel the same way about Natalie as you feel about me?
Marcy's booked on a talk show later this week. That stuff was in my trunk for her to use as props. You know, the murders in the book correlate with the real murders here in Landview. Using visuals makes it spookier.
So, that's your story. You're just another scummy publicity agent doing his job.
At least I'm not a killer.
Where's the crossbow?
It's in my trunk with the rest of the stuff. But someone did break into my car, so obviously whoever broke into my car stole the crossbow.
Why keep lying?
I'm not. They stole my stereo, too. I filled out a report with the police.
That is enough. My client has done nothing illegal.
I don't know who the hell you are, but turn around, go back out, and knock. Come in.
I'm Arthur Brush. I'm Mr. Barber's attorney. My secretary can get you a copy of my expense report. Say no more. I've already spoken with the DA's office, and they are not prepared to move forward with any charges until further review. They've obtained Mr. Barber's passport. He's to be released into my supervision until such time as you are prepared to file formal charges.
So we'll see you later. Something's not right about this, Fletcher. Pretty convenient finding all that evidence in his car trunk like that. Still, follow this idiot, all right? I want to know everything he does from now on.
Yes, sir.
Thanks.
Okay. To stay strong. To stay, Jessica. I can't let Tess hurt the people I care about anymore. What if she comes out while I'm sleeping? It's not gonna happen. I'll stay awake all night if I have to. And then, in the morning, I'll go to Dr. Jameson's office first thing. Okay. All I have to do is get through tonight.
You gotta show up sometime, Spencer. And when you do, I'll be waiting, hiding, and ready to let slip the dogs of war.
Hello?
Ms. Kramer, Spencer Truman here.
Hi.
Listen, I know it's really quite late, but I was thinking about something. I am introducing a major medical program over at Landview Hospital, and I was wondering if Buchanan Enterprises might be interested in becoming a sponsor.
Well, I'd have to know more about it first. You certainly do your homework.
That I do. Perhaps we could discuss it tomorrow. But my day's pretty full, but, well, maybe we could do it over dinner.
Marcy, if we're ever gonna get back together
Look,
again,
Michael,
please, hear me out. Now, I know that our relationship wasn't perfect,
I'll say.
but I thought it was pretty good.
Oh, I didn't mean that it wasn't.
Relationships take work, Marcy, and right now...
I know. Okay, I get it. You're really busy and I'm crazy, right? Because, I mean, my best friend just died and everything that's happening with the Killing Club and nothing just...
Nothing makes sense, I know. But I gotta tell you, kid, when I thought that you were in danger, I freaked out.
Really?
Really. It's gotta be worth something, right?
Yeah.
Hey, come here. Come here.
So, CSU says that you're looking for some footprints out in the woods. I guess you're really working hard to nail this case against Hayes.
You do your thing, Natalie. Let the cops do theirs.
Yes, sir, Lieutenant, sir.
And if you didn't get the message before, don't ever pull a stunt like you pulled tonight again.
I'm sorry.
Just glad you're all right.
John, about...
Come on in.
Hey, guys. Well, it's late. I should get home.
Good night.
I'm glad you're okay, Natalie. A lot of people were worried about you tonight.
Night.
So did you get a break in the Killing Club case?
We questioned a person of interest?
Who? Don't want to cross the line, but you must be relieved. Or not?
No case is over till it's over.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
On the next One Life to Live.
What have you got planned now, Asa?
Hayes walked last night.
He'll be home soon, I promise.
I'm gonna stop you. You'll have to take control first. That ain't gonna happen.
I'm gonna give you one warning. You get on the next plane and you get out of here.